This week in Jamaica Now, 4 possible criminal breaches and others. The DPP delivers legal opinion in Ruel Reid-CMU corruption case. And the scandal is deepening. How more than $700,000 was paid to the minister's former driver. U.S. immigration authorities crack down on illegal migrants. Fire damage a Kingston warehouse and an elderly man is saved. Chaos as taxi driver tries to flee the police. And baby snatcher pleads guilty in Kingston court. I'm Damian Mitchell and this is Jamaica Now. Financial investigators are now doing further work based on a legal opinion from the Director of Public Prosecutions in their wide-ranging corruption probe involving sacked Education Minister Ruel Reid. Chief Technical Director of the Financial Investigation Division, Robin Sykes, says the legal opinion contained excellent recommendations. The DPP has found that 4 criminal laws may have been breached by key players in the Ruel Reid Caribbean Maritime University CMU corruption case. The DPP said there were possibly 2 common law offenses and possible administrative breaches. Reid resigned on March 20 amid the corruption allegations. Amid the development, new information surfaced this week that invoices amounting to more than $700,000 were paid to Reid's former driver by the CMU. The driver has, however, denied receiving any money. And the Education Ministry is rejecting as false claims that persons at the ministry destroyed documents related to the CMU in a bid to impede investigations. The allegations were raised by the opposition People's National Party at a press conference on Tuesday. The ministry says all documents related to the ministry's engagement with the CMU have been made available to the relevant authorities as requested. It was noted that normal Cabinet Office procedures indicate that when there is a change in ministers within an administration or when there is a change of government, all Cabinet documents issued to outgoing ministers are to be destroyed and a certificate of destruction with a list of the documents disposed of presented to the Cabinet Office. The woman charged in relation to the abduction of baby Sebron from the Victoria Jubilee Hospital in Kingston on Thursday pleaded guilty when she appeared in the Home Circuit Court in Kingston. 28-year-old Peter Gay French, who is charged with child stealing, is scheduled to be sentenced on September 19. She remains in custody. Suzette White, Sebron's mother, had reported that her child was abducted while she went to use the bathroom around 4:30 on the morning of January 9 at the Corporate Area Maternity Hospital. French was later arrested when she tried to register the infant. The baby was returned to his parents after a DNA test confirmed his identity. In the United States, undocumented migrants, including Jamaicans, went into lockdown this week after the President, Donald Trump, announced sweeping deportation raids. There have been heightened levels of fear as the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, begins its crackdown. 2 Jamaicans, one living in the U.S. for 15 years and the other for 9, related how they have been forced to make dramatic changes to their routines, locking themselves away even from relatives to limit the chance of falling to the dragnet. Meanwhile, the United States Senate has voted to confirm the nomination of Arizona businessman Donald Ray Tapia to become Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary to Jamaica. He was confirmed by a vote of 66 to 26. Jamaica has been without a top U.S. diplomat since the departure of Luis Moreno in July 2017. The Senate's Foreign Relations Committee had previously recommended that Tapia be confirmed to the post. Tapia's nomination was referred to the Foreign Committee after it was resubmitted to the Senate by President Trump on January 16, after the Senate adjourned in December 2018 without making a decision. Firefighters spent hours on Tuesday battling a major blaze at Auto Spares House on Lyndhurst Road in St. Andrew. An elderly man was rescued from an office on the premises.
So essentially, as you can see, the gust of wind making it harder for the firemen to get the fire under control. The fire trucks just returned with water after leaving to refill, but the attempts are to no avail thus far. Oh my God.
Additional resources were brought in to tackle the fire. The police are pursuing an investigation into a viral video showing a corporate area motorist engaged in risky maneuvers as he tried to evade a cop. A frightened woman begged the driver to allow her to get off the taxi, but he refused.
Open the door! 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 Oh my God!
The police are reaching out to the occupants of the car to report to them and have promised to prosecute the driver. And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@gleanerjm.com. You may tune in to Power 106 FM for regular updates. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Jamaica Gleaner and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. I'm Damian Mitchell, and before we go, more on that police chase involving a corporate area taxi driver.
Just let me out right here, so now. Driver, let me out right here, so driver. I'm going about my business. I don't want to be in this car when they drive it down. Just let me out up here, so just let me out, driver. Just let me out right here, so just let me out, driver. Please let me out, go down the road and let me out, the man. Just let me out, let me out. Open the door, open the door.
Yeah, where I go?
Oh my God, stop now! Driver, stop! Driver, please stop! I don't want to be in here. I don't want to be in here, driver! Driver, please stop! Driver, please stop! Driver, please stop! Driver, please stop now!